So our today's topic is potential energy of a dipole in an external electric field. Correct. So we have to find out the potential energy of a dipole, and this dipole is placed in an uniform electric field. The electric field is not variable. This electric field is uniform. Now, so suppose this line, what you can see, these are actually electric field lines, and suppose in this electric field lines, you have a dipole. So suppose this is your dipole, and suppose here you have a plus q charge, and here you have minus q charge, and suppose this dipole makes an angle theta with the direction of electric field. What is the direction of dipole? You know that the direction of dipole is from negative to positive. So this is your direction of dipole or dipole moment P, from negative to positive. Correct. Now you know that the a positive charge experience a force in the direction of electric field. So this positive charge, it will experience a force. Sorry, let me. So this positive charge, it will experience a force in this direction, right side. Correct. And this negative charge, it will experience a force in opposite direction, F1 and F and F, and these two forces will be equal and opposite. Why? Because this electric field is uniform. So that's why force is also uniform. So due to these two equal and opposite forces, a torque will generate in this dipole, and this torque will try to rotate this dipole. It will rotate, or it will try to rotate this dipole. So due to this torque, this dipole will rotate in which direction? In clockwise direction. So this is the direction of torque, clockwise direction. Correct. And we know the value of this torque. We already calculated in previous chapter. The value of torque in a dipole inside a uniform electric field is how much? Is equals to PE sin theta. Correct. Where what is P? P is the dipole moment, and what is E is the electric field, and theta is the angle between dipole moment and the electric field. But here what we have to find out? We have to find out the potential energy, and we know that formula for potential energy or change in potential energy is equals to work done by external force. Correct. Potential energy is equals to work done by external force. So here we have to find out the work done by external force. Okay. So to find out the work, so here we do not have any external force. So here we have to apply first a external force or torque here, because look, here net force is 0. Ultimately a torque is acting on this dipole, because net force is 0, but there is a torque, and since the dipole is rotating, so here you have to apply torque, not force. So suppose we are applying a external torque in anti-clockwise direction, or suppose we are applying a torque. Due to this torque, this dipole is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. Correct. And suppose due to this application of torque, this dipole is rotating d theta angle. Suppose this angle is d theta. Let me change the color first. Okay. Suppose this angle is d theta. So we have applied a very small, we have applied a torque. Due to this torque, this dipole rotates a very small angle, d theta angle. Correct. So in this condition, we can say that this external torque is equals to our internal torque tau. If obviously if this dipole moves with a constant angular velocity, or rotates with constant angular velocity, then external torque will be equals to internal torque. Correct. Now we have to find out the work done. To find out the potential energy, first we have to find out the work done. So formula for work done is equals to torque into angular displacement. Here work done has two formulas, for force into displacement and torque into angular displacement. Here you do not have here you don't have to apply the force into displacement formula, because why? Because here net force is 0, then the work done will be 0. Obviously work done will be 0 linear. Why? Because this torque is not doing any linear or translational motion. It is doing a rotational motion. So that's why you have to apply a formula torque into angular displacement. Or you can understand in this way, since the force is 0, okay, but here you have a torque. So you have to apply the formula work done is equals to torque into angular displacement. And so what is the value of torque? Torque is equals to P e sin theta. So let me put P e sin theta in place of tau. So small work done is equals to P e sin theta d theta. Okay. So some small work done is equals to P e sin theta d theta. So total work done will be how much? It will be integration of dw. Correct. So what is the value of dw? It is P e sin theta d theta. Now we have to put the limit from where to where. Suppose the initial angle is theta 1 and final angle is theta 2. So that means suppose we are trying to rotate this dipole from theta 1 angle to theta 2 angle. Theta 1 and theta 2 are any two arbitrary angles. Okay. Now here P and E are constant. So you can take it out. So integration of sin theta d theta from theta 1 to theta 2. Correct. Now the integration of sin theta is actually minus of cos theta, right, from theta 1 to theta 2 integration. Okay. Now we have to put the limit. So P e, okay, so let me take it, let me take the minus out. So minus P into cos theta from theta 2 to theta 1. Correct. So minus P e, okay, let me put the limit. So first in place of theta I have to put theta 2. So that means cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Correct. So this is your work done, and work done is equals to, you know that work done is equals to change in potential energies. Change in potential energy is how much? P e cos theta minus cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. So this is your final expression. Change in potential energy is equals to minus P e cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Correct. So this is your final expression. Now we have to, okay, so if question asks to suppose you are rotating a dipole from theta 1 angle to suppose 30 degree angle to 45 degree angle, so then what will be the potential energy of that dipole? Then you can find out this, you can solve the numerical using this equation. But suppose question asked in this way that suppose a dipole is placed at an angle 45 degree with the electric field, find out the electric dipole. So in that case this formula will not work. So we have to find out the general formula. Okay. So let me approximate a little bit. So delta U, change in potential energy, it is actually final potential energy minus initial potential energy, is equals to minus P e, okay, let me first multiply, minus P e cos theta 2, minus into minus is plus, but I will not write plus, I will write in this way, sorry, minus of minus P e cos theta 1. What I did, I just simply multiplied. Okay, look, minus P e cos theta 2, I have written this minus P e cos theta 2, then minus P into minus cos theta 1 is plus P e cos theta 1, but I have written 2 minus or minus plus, I am not, I have written in this way. Okay. Now look, if you compare these two equations, what you can write? You can see that, can you write that E wave final potential energy is equals to P e cos theta 2 and initial potential energy is equals to minus P e cos theta 1. Okay, suppose not theta 2 theta 1, so write it is 2 and this is 1. So potential energy at an angle theta 2, U2 is equals to minus P e cos theta 2 and U1 is equals to minus P e cos theta 2, cos theta 1. Now look, there is a similarity. At an angle theta 2, potential energy minus cos theta 2. At an angle theta 1, potential energy is minus P is cos theta 1. So similarly at an angle theta 3, potential energy will be how much? Minus P cos theta 3. Correct. At an angle theta 4, potential energy U4 will be minus P cos theta 4. Similarly, at an angle theta, potential energy will be how much? It is minus Pe cos theta. So this is our general formula. Potential energy is equals to minus Pe cos theta. So this equation is needed to solve the numericals. Correct. Now after this we have to use three basic condition. Okay, case 1, case 2 and case 3. Okay. Say case 1. So case 1, when theta is 0 degree, when theta is equals to 0 degree, then when theta is equals to 0 degree, then potential energy will be how much? Minus Pe cos 0. And what is the value of cos 0? It is minus, it is 1. Okay, so potential energy will be minus Pe. Now look, this is the minimum value of potential energy. Look, from this equation, what is the equation of potential energy? Minus Pe cos theta. Now P is a constant, E is a constant. Now first tell me when this potential energy will be maximum and it will be minimum. Now value of, okay, now look in this equation, right side, look, P is a constant, you cannot change P. E is a constant, you cannot change E. What you can change? You can change only theta, cos theta. What is the maximum value of cos theta? Plus 1, minimum value of cos theta minus 1, correct. So when the U will be, potential energy will be maximum, when cos theta is minus 1, then potential energy will be U is equals to minus Pe into minus 1, that means plus Pe. So maximum value of potential energy is how much? Pe. When the potential energy will be minimum, when cos theta is how much? Cos theta is 1, then potential energy will be minus P into 1, that means minus P into E, correct. And okay, so here when theta is 0 degree, then potential energy how much? Minus Pe. So that means at theta is equals to 0 degree, potential energy is minimum. Potential energy is minimum, and it is called also condition for stable equilibrium. It is also called what? Stable equilibrium. In this, at theta is equals to 0 degree, this potential energy, this dipole is most stable. Why this most stable? Okay, so let me draw this one. So at theta is equal to 0 degree, correct. So that means when electric field and this let me change the color. When this electric field and when this dipole is in the same direction, so here you have plus q minus q, this is the direction of dipole, correct. So when these two are in the same direction, then it is most stable. It is called condition for stable equilibrium. Why it is most stable? Look here, in positive charge a force is experienced. Okay, suppose you have a pen. Okay, suppose you have a pen, simple pen. Tell me, if you are pulling this pen in opposite side, in that condition the pen will be stable. Or case 2, if you are applying force from opposite direction, here you are pulling, in the first case you are pulling from both the side, here second case you are pushing. Now according to my view, first case is most stable, because if you are pulling this pen from the both ends, it will not rotate. But in the case 2, where you are pushing the pen from both the sides, if your hand is little bit here and there, then the pen will completely rotate and you can get hurt also. Okay, so second condition is unstable condition, but first condition is most stable condition when you are pulling, correct. In the similar manner, look, when the forces are pulling these two charges, then it is stable equilibrium. Okay, so that means when the dipole and the electric field, here look, force is acting on the dipole in this direction and force is acting in minus q in opposite direction. So that means these two forces are pulling. So that means this is the stable equilibrium. When it is unstable equilibrium, when these two forces will be in opposite direction, that means when suppose this is your electric field and this is your dipole, this is plus q minus q, and this is the direction of dipole. in this condition it will be unstable equilibrium. Why? So because in this condition force on the negative charge will be opposite side, positive charge will be opposite side. So like this pen, if you are pushing the pen in opposite direction, it is unstable. So in this condition also, this dipole is also unstable. This is called condition of unstable equilibrium. So case 2, unstable equilibrium. So in this case, tell me what is the angle between P and E? It is opposite, that means 180 degree, correct? So at when the angle is 180 degree, then potential energy is maximum, and it is called unstable equilibrium. Okay, so then means U max is how much? Minus PE cos 180 degree. Okay, or U max is equals to cos 180 is minus 1 plus PE. So this is called condition for unstable equilibrium. Okay, so let me remind you again. So when potential energy is maximum, then the dipole is unstable equilibrium. When potential energy is minimum, then the dipole is stable equilibrium. Or you can understand in this way that if you have high energy, correct, so you can go to anywhere, you can jump anywhere. So here that means in that case your condition is unstable. But you have a low energy, when the potential energy is minimum, low energy, so that means you cannot jump anywhere. Okay, you cannot go anywhere. So at that condition your condition is stable, correct? So like a kid and an old man, so old man has a very low energy, correct? So most of the time he will stay at home. Okay, so that means there is condition of stable equilibrium. In this case, your case, if you have high amount of energy, correct, so you can go anywhere when your parents are not here, you can go anywhere. So your condition is like unstable equilibrium, correct? Now the last case 3. In the case 3, when the angle is how much? Angle is equals to 90 degree, then potential energy will be how much? E is equals to PE cos 90. Value of cos 90 is 0. So U is equals to potential energy is 0. Correct? So let me see. Okay. So thank you for today.